Just talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill, flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 21-0 our score after 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
So that's back-to-back drives with a third interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
on second down. It's Henry, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2nd and 15. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Dancing to his left. He completes it to Henry. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And Bullock will put this one through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
We all saw the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big gain there for the... And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Steps away to his left. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 2, Allen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bills. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three?
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2nd and 10.
Now Allen. Trying to lay one up deep.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Allen off the play fake. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And how'd you like to be a cornerback, having to come up to try and tackle that big man out of the backfield? Heck, how'd you like to be a linebacker or a defensive lineman, because he's as big as all of them? Derrick Henry, not utilized a whole lot in the passing game, just 19 catches a year ago. But when you swing it to him out of the backfield, look out.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Here's Carter on the read option.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Caught on the right side by Jones. Powering his way forward. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
125 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Tannehill.
Quick slant to Brown.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
That one caught out wide by Julio.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 143 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize the strategic football and situational.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Bullet good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Here's Allen.
That's complete to Davis.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
It's a first down and more for Davis.
And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. Stephon Diggs. 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Titans,
It's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.